I decided to make a video here. What to do when you feel sorry. What to do when you feel sorry. Santos Jr, A.k.a. Soldier of Self-Mastery, Philosopher for Everyday Victorious Living. I'm feeling strong today. I thought today was Sunday, but it's Monday. Let's get into this. I want to keep this video short. I want to help somebody today with this video. I'm encouraging you to share this video with somebody if it touches your heart. I'm also going to encourage you to subscribe to Soldiers of Self-Mastery YouTube channel. And there's going to be a free gift below in the description area for you at soldiersofselfmastery.com. A confidence builder. It's going to help you. It's a free gift when you can download it after you subscribe. So let's get into this really quick. I want to keep this video short. And once again, I'm going to talk about a few things that I do when this dark cloud of overwhelm comes into my life. Because believe me, even though I work on making my day a super fantastic, terrific, over the top day daily, in spite of and because of that dark cloud of overwhelm comes into my circle of influence. And at times I want to begin feeling sorry for myself. So let's talk about this. Number one, now I'm a little bit more advanced in this area than possibly some of you that are watching this video. Maybe you're coming across for the first time, and I want to thank you, and I'm encouraging you to stay with me here, okay? Stay with me. You are going to get something out of this video, I guarantee it. I'm a little bit more advanced, so I know how to combat negative thoughts, right? I know the triggers, I know the tools, the mental tools to use on myself. So I can get myself out of certain mental states very quickly, versus in the past where, you know, this battle that we're in, this mental battle, because you and I are in a mental battle every single day. For some people, they battle and they stay there and they go into a worse state because they're not practicing certain exercises, they're not practicing certain rituals, they're not doing the necessary things that they need to do in order to get themselves, or in order to blow wind on those dark clouds that try to settle over our lives. Would you agree with me on that? There are dark clouds that settle in over our lives, and I'm telling you, those dark clouds want to take over, and for some people, they do take over their lives. So, number one thing that I think about is, why am I feeling this way? Why am I here? Why am I in this state of mind? You know, we grow, G-R-O-W, through every experience in life. And even when you're feeling sorry for yourself, there is something to be learned there. It may be something that you need to learn right now, presently, or it may be something that you may need to learn for the future. I'll tell you something about this invisible enemy. You cannot win over this invisible enemy unless you identify it. You have to learn to at least identify what is going on. You know, we definitely want to distract. Now that's number 3 here. We definitely want to distract this thought, but you want to go about it the right way, right? If you try to do things, if you try to shortcut in life, you can shortcut things and they benefit you, right? There are ways to do things that you can get to from point A to point B quicker. But in this situation, you want to gradually learn, you want to grow, and you want to grow muscles in order to defeat this enemy. Because I'm telling you, man, this enemy will bring you down. I was watching a video earlier about this guy that took a razor to his face. Mutilation, self-mutilation. Of course, he murdered like four young people, and now he's facing the death penalty. If you see this guy, you can definitely see that he's mentally disturbed. Obviously, something went on early in his life, and for whatever reason, however it happened, it stuck with him. It made him go down a path in life. It's very mysterious, right? You and I have choices every single day. You have choices. You're in control of your life, whether you understand that or not. I'm in control right? The choices that we're making every single day, they're leading us somewhere. And I can't speak for everybody else. I can only speak for my own life, right? Just like you can only speak for your own life. Now, I don't know how far this is going to help you. I believe that this is going to help some of you that are watching and listening. I do believe it. Or else I wouldn't be making this video. So there's a lesson to be learned. Why am I here? Okay, why? What can I learn? Why and what? Those are two great things that you should ask yourself if you're feeling sorry. And from there, you can begin the distraction process, right? You don't, I mean, who wants to feel sorry for themselves? Really, I talk about this all the time in my videos. You don't want to feel sorry for yourself. You don't want to beat yourself sideways, right? You don't want to point a finger at yourself and call yourself a failure. You do not want to stay in a state of depression, right? You want to learn from that state. What triggers all of these things? A bad decision, a bad business, a relationship, something that you did that you know you shouldn't have done. There's many, many reasons. You can identify that in your own life. It's going to help you. It's only going to make you better, right? You got to know your enemy. You got to have at least some understanding of who your enemy is. And your enemy could be you. Well, we are our own greatest enemy in many ways. So from here forward, you want to basically begin a distraction process. Now, a distraction, thoughts, we have like 70 to 80,000 thoughts growing. Well, we don't want them growing, right? The only thoughts that we want growing are the good ones. But we have like 70 to 80,000 thoughts flowing through our mind every single day. Our mind, I'm telling you that this organism that our Creator, the Master, the Lord Jesus Christ has made and put together is amazing. It is simply amazing and superb in what goes on in our minds. I mean, I could sit here and talk about a lot of things. But the mind is a storehouse. It's a battleground. It's your personal battleground. And I want to stick with that here. I don't want to go too far out. But I'm telling you that the mind is a phenomenal organism. If you learn how to use it effectively, it's going to serve you. If you don't learn how to use it effectively, it can destroy you. It can destroy people. It can destroy experiences in life. So let's talk about a few distractions. Let's talk about a few lessons, okay? Something that I love to do, something that I enjoy doing is mirror talk, okay? Get in front of the mirror, you talk to yourself. You talk to yourself. You let your innermost thoughts, your innermost desires come out and talk to yourself, okay? How does that help you? Well, I don't know how exactly it does, but it does. If you've never done it, you should try doing it. It's almost like getting in front of the camera. Getting in front of the camera is a form of therapy. And believe me, there's many, if you Google what I'm talking about here, if you Google this topic, what to do when you feel sorry, you're gonna get a lot of what I'm sharing with you here. There's all kinds of videos, there's many books, there's a lot of information out there. But ultimately, you have to kind of get a package together for your own life from what others are sharing. You got to put it together for yourself so that it fits your criteria. Mirror talk, journaling, writing about, well, if you're depressed and you pull out a piece of paper and you begin writing, what should you write about? Well, you can write about how you feel. You can write about how you want to feel, right? You can write about the blessings that are in your life. You can start to look at the blessings because, again, you want to distract yourself from feeling sorry, right? You want to move into a positive state. So everything that you do has to be moving into a positive state. You got to get out of yourself, right? Prayer. Fantastic. I enjoy praying to the living God. I said making videos, right? Calling a friend, consulting with a friend, volunteering someplace, exercising, taking a shower, going for a walk. There's all kinds of things. Reading a good book. I enjoy reading the scriptures. Of course, I need to be reading more of it. I do a lot of writing in my journal. In fact, let me see if I wrote some things today. Getting stronger by controlling your thoughts, taming your mind, helps you to combat lethargy and hopelessness. You grow stronger to continue winning faster. The thoughts will never go away completely. Depression, all these things will never go away completely. They will not, but you will get stronger and you will combat them and have the victory over them a lot faster. And that's what you really want. You want to be able to win over these things fast when they begin showing up in your life, right? It's like you want to have wisdom to be able to overcome in life when triggers begin to show up. You got to identify the triggers. You got to identify the enemy. So we talked about distractions, right? And that is really the key. Now, maybe you're taking notes and you could be writing down some examples of what you can do. Maybe right now everything is going good for you, man. You know what? You're feeling super fantastic, terrific, over the top in spite of and because of. Tomorrow may come. It's not promised that we're going to be here tomorrow, but if it comes and something happens and you get yourself into this state, you begin feeling sorry for yourself. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm sharing with you some tools. Obviously, you're going to know, right? You're going to know after you've watched this video. Hopefully, you're taking some notes. What are examples? My friend, this is very, very important that you recognize these things so that you can defeat the enemy when the enemy comes against you. Because if you don't think about these things, you're not going to be able to defeat the enemy quick. And if you want to, if anything, if you're hearing anything, it's about really defeating the enemy very quickly, because you don't want to stay in a state of mind that's going to bring you down. You're going to make worse decisions. You know, you and I are in control of everything that we do in our life. You're in control of your speech, right? You're in control of your thoughts. Now, you may not be strong in taming your mind yet, or maybe you don't know how to completely tame your mind, but you have the control to do that. You got to start somewhere. You got to work at it. It's an exercise. It's a work in progress. And I'm telling you, feeling sorry for yourself today, when you look at the world affairs, you look at the news, you listen, you don't have to go very far outside of yourself to become depressed. It's almost like today you got to have blinders on, because if you don't have that, if you're not aware of what's going on around you, if you are aware, but you got to become very strong. You got to be a soldier, like I talk about, a soldier of self-mastery, because all of these things, it's really amazing how easy it is to fall into a state of depression. And if you don't win, if you don't combat that, what happens? You begin making decisions that lead you into a further state down. And then you may end up in a state where you can't come out of it. There's people in hospitals today. There's people that commit suicide. I talk about that guy that took a razor to his face. People mutilating themselves. People murdering people. People with a serious, bitter attitude, man. Just totally bitter, man. No respect for themselves. Therefore, they're not going to respect others. It's a state of battle zone, man, out there, all around us. And then we have that battle zone going on in our minds. I wanted to keep this video short, but apparently it's just getting longer, and I'm going to be ending soon here. So, my friend, the next time that you feel sorry for yourself, ask yourself, why are you there? And what can you learn? And what would be the next step to get out of that state immediately? Right? as you begin this process, again, we talked about examples. I'm not going to go over that. You can talk to yourself. You can write down some examples for yourself. That's why it's so important that we journal, that we write things down, because life is a series of reminders. And tame ourselves. I think the 3 key things that really help me is my self-talk, writing, and then getting out of myself and going and serving others, finding some way to serve other people, getting out of myself, you know, or looking at the blessings that I do have in my life. You know, when you write, you can write about the blessings that you have, because you do have many blessings in your life. I mean, if you're watching this video, the fact that you can watch this video, the fact that you can listen to what I'm sharing, the fact that you can take a pen on paper and write some notes, you have blessings in your life, my friend. Believe me. There are people, we don't have to look very far. It's hard to find. Everybody has a blessing or blessings, okay? But for some people, they are less fortunate than we are. And again, we don't go around pointing a finger, but man, there's people that are in a worse state than we are. So I'm going to be winding down here. I hope that what I shared with you, you will share it with somebody else. You know, somebody out there needs to hear this video. Somebody out there is struggling with mental thoughts. Somebody's got this dark cloud of overwhelm hanging over their life. You don't need to stay there, my friend. You don't need to leave that. You do not need to leave that cloud hanging over your life. If you choose to, you can get out of there. And the more that you do this exercise, the easier it will become for you. You won't have to do this every time. You can basically get a thought, you know the trigger, boom, you go right into distraction mode and you get out of there quickly. The more you do it, the faster you'll be able to do it, and the stronger that you will get. I guarantee it. It will happen that way. That's the way it happens with me. I'm not perfect. I don't have it down. But I'll tell you one thing. Whenever I start feeling these dark clouds, it's not just feeling sorry for myself. There's many other kinds of clouds out there. I immediately take my tools and begin running and going into my personal gym of rituals and exercises. So with that said, this is Soldier of Self-Mastery, Philosopher of Everyday Victorious Living, Santos Jr. right here in Stockton, California at your service. If you need some help, my friend, if you need to get on the phone, if you need a consultant in your life, you've got some issues, you want to talk to somebody, connect with me. The link will be below, okay? A connection will be below this description, or in the description area below. You can connect with me. I'm more than willing to give you some of my time freely. I do a free mind shift session. And like I said, I'm here to win. I'm here to battle, okay? And I'm here to live my life every single day to the best of my ability and to help you on the other side do the same thing, man. Isn't that what life is about? To live happier, to win every day, to have a little bit more every day versus living in depression, feeling sorry for yourself, living in defeat, losing everything, and then eventually losing your own life. I want to help a few folks. So help me out. Man, this video is super long. Please help me out. Share this video. If you like what you hear, if you like what you see, donate to Soldiers of Self-Mastery. It will go directly to Soldiers of Self-Mastery and the team of people that are helping me do what I do, and charity, because I have several charities that I give to, and I mention those charities all the time. So with that said, I'll see you on my next clip on the inside at the very top. Remember to make every single day a super fantastic, terrific, over the top day, daily, in spite of and because of, my friend. Peace. I'll see you on my next one.